Writing module is one of the difficult module in your IELTS. Band 5 and 6 is just stagnant in your test after a lot of multiple attempts. Students struggle to get band 7 or above in writing module because it tends to check your language ability a lot in depth. In this video, I shall be talking about one of the criteria for IELTS writing, that is type of sentences, which is covered in grammar in your IELTS exam. But before we begin our topic, let me just start giving you brief about the IELTS writing test format. IELTS Academics has got two tasks. Task 1 is a picture description, which has to do with a diagram, and you need to make a non-verbal into verbal. That means you need to understand the diagram and write down in the words. And task 2, we have an essay. Moving on to IELTS General, we have got a task 1 as in a letter, as in a formal letter and an informal letter. Sometimes you also get semi-formal letter. And task 2 is essay. That means for academics and generals, task 2 is same, that is essay. As few students who does not have got a grip in writing, they often get confused with what type of sentences can be used in IELTS writing. So let's look at them now. Before we begin, let us understand what is a sentence. A group of words which gives a complete thought which has got subject and predicate is called a sentence. Now let us understand what is a clause. A clause consists of a subject and a verb, and it has a smallest grammatical unit that expresses a thought. In clause, we have something called independent clause. Basically, independent clause is a clause that works all alone as a complete sentence. It contains a subject and a predicate that together express the complete thought. An independent clause can also be called as main clause because it contains a sentence main idea. We have something called dependent clause. Dependent clause is something that which talks about, dependent clause relies on the independent clause to make a full sentence. That means that all the sentence need to have a definite independent clause. Dependent clause just give a lot of information about the sentence. He ate a ice cream. He went to a beach are independent clause. Few examples for independent clause are, dependent clause are, well, let's understand what are the type of sentences. The first one is a simple sentence. It is the most basic sentence that we have in our English language. It has just one independent clause, which means only one subject and one predicate. A simple sentence is almost the shortest possible sentence that we have in our English language. For example, she opened the door. We have a subject, verb and object, subject and predicate. Aaron made a picture, subject and a predicate. Next, we have compound sentence. A compound sentence allows us to share a lot of information by combining two or more words related to thought in a one sentence. It combines two independent clauses by using conjunction like and. For example, I drove to the park and then I walked to the beach. And is a conjunction there. The pain was really bad, yet he refused to see the doctor. Yet is a conjunction there. Our car broke down, so we took a taxi. So is a conjunction there. Let us understand what is a conjunction. A conjunction is a word in a sentence that connects one word, phrase and clause. The most common conjunction we know is and. Other common conjunctions are, for, but, or, yet and so. The compound sentence needs at least one conjunction to connect two or more complete sentence. Now let's move on to the other, complex sentence. A complex sentence is a sentence which has an independent clause and a dependent clause. In a complex sentence, the independent clause shares the main information and the dependent clause provides the details. Complex sentence let us share a lot of information with just one sentence. It always has a subordinates such as because, since, after, although, like these. For example, after the sunset, which is a dependent clause, we build a campfire, independent clause. And few more examples are, one additional information about complex sentence. When we have a dependent clause plus independent clause, comma splits the clause. When I was a child, comma, I loved playing. I loved playing football. Now we have an independent clause plus dependent clause which does not require a comma. I enjoyed playing football when I was a child. You need to use mix of sentences in your IELTS writing for your higher band. However, this alone is not sufficient for your writing. You should also add modal auxiliary verbs to produce strong essay. What is modal verbs? A modal verb is a type of auxiliary helping verb that is used to express ability, possibility, permission and obligation. They are can, could, may, might, shall, should, will, would. If you need a detailed video on this topic, do let me know down in the comment section. Well, this was all about the different type of sentences that you can add in your essay to make your essay look more professional, more formal, and which is eligible to get band 7 and above. That's all about our video now. Thank you so much.